All right, great day, everyone. Alrighty. Let's get into this. Going to be an exciting day. All right, let's get the stream going, the chat. Let me make sure. Hey, I feel like, there we go. There we go. All right, great day, Julie. Look at you, #1. All right, let's get... I'm ready for my gym workout later. Okay. Had a nice cup of coffee outside. That is good. Let me see here what's going on. Okay, that is good. That chat's looking good. Chat on Twitter is working. Thank you. All right, so music. That's what I was looking for. Music, and then we will get everything going. I'm very excited. I'm debating. I'm not sure that I'm going to be live the last week of the month. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll on that. I think I'm going to take a full week rest vacation for we get into the school year, the hecticness. Are you talking about Isabel? Yeah. That's the goal, to help people enjoy a life of freedom. Yeah, I know, we were talking about that. Hey, everybody's personal decision, right? Okay, let's get this stuff cleaned up over here. This is the inspirational music today. Oops. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. There we go. All right, we can see everything beautiful. So Shoppy Shop, pretty much Canada's only tech stock. So it's kind of like, if you want to look at Shopify as the NASDAQ 100, it's like the TSX 1. The TSX one and only global tech stock. Oh, it's no wonder that it's going up. And it's a beautiful thing. Another one of my long-term holdings. Gotta love that. I did a Modern Trader Summit, let's see, 2017, and I kicked myself for not getting into it. It went up like 30% in 1 year, and I was like, darn it. All right, so Shopify earnings. I think it's earnings, no? Isn't it? Yeah, it's earnings. And it looks like earnings date. It looks to be right about here. We don't want that orange. I want that pinkity. Pinkity, drinkity. Pinkity. Let's go pinkity. 140. Okay. 1.21 billion. Julie, you are on it today. Have you been up for a while? We have to reschedule too. Ion Q, rocking it to the upside. I know you always look at the doggies. Le chien. Does it make you laugh when I speak French? All right, earnings today post market. So we're looking at 40.19 here. Today is the 6th. What would have been my dad's 84th birthday today. Let's see, let's go to SMCI. Taking a hit. Down 16% off of earnings. How do you say earnings in French, Julie? I have no idea. The earnings look. 47.86. It's funny, when I went to my French language class as an immigrant to Quebec, the teacher was really funny because she was saying in Quebec, instead of saying like a, that Quebecers say le. So, oui, le. It's instead of like Americans say Canadians for the most part say a, except for in Quebec, and it's la. Oh, oui, la. All right, let's put on a little PLTR today. I'm sure a lot of peeps are watching that. Earnings 160.50. Now let's do this based off of volume. Over here, Ion Q. Well, let's check Novo Nordisk. C'est pas bon. $46.59. This music sounds a little too mellow jello for me today. I'm feeling like a little more high energy. Plug! You got it, Shovel. Let's check and see. Let's check our pre-market volume over here. 449. Plug, it's too... You know what? I will check that out later. But right now, it is a little low priced, right? I want to try to keep it above $5 because the big money can't really get in on the ones that are below $5 in their accounts because they are considered penny stocks. HIMS is up today. Let's check NVIDIA. Let's check Tesla. Earnings happened when? Monday. All right, so we're not in an earnings move, but we will throw this on from earnings so we have it. 55.52. Let's go to NVIDIA. Pulling back. Earnings not out yet. Still 144.40. If we bring this back over here for fun, let's just play around with some points of control to see what we would need to watch. All right, 173.30. So it was down here. Boom, they popped it up just for fun. From this point, the biggest volume is at 177.25. So we want it to break above that. Otherwise, I'd be cautious for it to go below there, if that makes sense. So my stop, I would likely put at 173.73. All right, let's look at Tesla. Tesla's declining a little bit. They did move their big money point of control. Could be a nice little short 307 and down there. So basically Tesla seems to be doing one of these. Could be completely wrong. We will see with today's price action. They could have simply reversed it, but let's also put this here from this point of control. It's probably going to be right there. Yes. Okay, how about right here? Yes, right there. So you can see it was down here, and then up there. So it looks like they bought and potentially sold. So we'll put Tesla on. Could be a nice little short trade today. Could be a nice long trade too. Just looking at the chart and the pattern and where it might go from here. 309.51. All right, let's bring it back over. Zeta, BP had earnings. McDonald's. How could I miss the Big Mac? The Big Mac of the world. Okay, too today. I'm going to turn that off. I just need to go back and let's give us some more energy, right? Energetic. Let's go happy energy. How about that? Superfly. All right. McDonald's 307.74. And BP. Let's see what other. Ooh, Go. Let's see what Go is about. That's a better percentage move. But no volume. Sorry, only 52 on the volume there. That's not bueno. Let's go to BP again. ANET. ANET is a better move than BP oil. Oh yeah. ANET had earnings. All right, 134.54. Let's do ANET over here. $134.56. All right, hymns. Superfly disco, superfly, superfly, superfly disco. I just want to check something. No, that is not earnings. Okay. All right, we are set. So let me tweet this out. If you are new to my live stream, welcome, welcome. If you are a regular follower, thank you. All right, let's get what we are looking at posted up. Also, if you guys are new and you don't know who I am, I have been in the trading world since 2000, first as a registered sales assistant and then as a day trader. So first off, I ended up learning how, all right, sorry. I've got to get rid of the spammers off of my post. All right. So first off, I started trading back in 2000, registered sales assistant, saw the .com bubble implode. That is what I see that's going to happen with the Bitcoin crypto bubble. So to me, crypto is a great instrument for trading and making money, but a long-term store of wealth. It is a digital file that they have managed to get the world to believe is worth, what is it roughly today? Let's see. They say that this digital file on a special network that is controlled, that if it goes down, you'll lose, is worth $114,000. So that being said, to me, it is risky because the people that run the network, if that goes down, you end up losing all of that valuation because you're not able to take it out. Also, they have tried the financial savior of the world is crypto since 2020, basically, and it hasn't worked. They started it back in 2016. It still has not happened. There is not enough computing power around the world. It's just really not possible. We're also going to go over Reddit as well. Any other stocks that you guys like or that you want me to check out, put in the chat. I will be happy to go over it. So first layoff of my life, seeing the .com bubble implode happened. I left the stock market. I followed a passion for culinary school. And then second layoff when I'm 8 months pregnant, new immigrant to Canada, and boom, what am I gonna do? Oh, okay, I'll go to day trading. So that's when I came to day trading. My eldest is now 11. So that was 10 and a half years ago that happened. And what I'm going to be talking about today is, you can find it at carpeprofit.com, carpeprofit.com, right? What the heck? It's not blocked. All right. Interesting. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta okay. That is cool. I gotta go and update that. Se piensa. Hold on, bear with me 2 seconds. Huh. See, always, everything happens for a reason. So I'm going to update that, and then I'm going to put it into the chat, and then you're going to see it, and it's all going to be beautiful. All right. We'll do that after the crypto segment. Okay, so we're bringing it on over to crypto. Let's see, let me go to my email. Multitasking mom at the best. All right. ABCD 1, 2, 3. Just kidding, that's not the code. Oh, cap locks. All right, so what's going on over here? What am I looking at? I am looking at, all right, wow. Really? Ah, interesting. Okay. I'm looking at the big money point of control. The big money runs the world. And if you don't know what the big money is, then you're kind of clueless, right? But the big money, the billionaires, the millionaires of the market run the world. They run the stock market. Wherever they put their big position, if the price action goes up, other way, up from here, then they were buying. If the price action goes down, as you can see right here with Bitcoin, big money level, price went down. We have what looks like an H. So that H move tends to be continuation to the downside. When it breaks this support area. Okay, so what are we looking at right now? Bitcoin, big money, is still at 117,873 and 38 cents. All right, there we go. So we are below it at 114, 196. They've sold. Big money level over here, daily point of control. So hopefully it doesn't open over here. Okay. So we see that it's dropped. Now, when we come back and we look at the intraday for day trading, what's happening today? Hello, Roger. I'd love some of your heat today, please. It's already starting to feel like fall. I do like it at this temperature, but I also like it warmer. All right. Done. So our intraday point of control is going to be what's running the market at this moment. Will this level change? Yes, it will. You see this yellow line? It went down like this. They bought. Okay, maybe they bought more to take it higher because we're above it. If it moves down, then basically they sold up here. So the intraday point of control is this yellow and red. 114.08526. Okay, just checking on something over here. All right, it's not updated yet. All right, well, that's just a little bummer. It's on its way. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum, big money point of control on the daily, 37.45. Ding, has not moved. Intraday, definitely changed from yesterday, 36.25.69. 36.25.69. All right. XRP, too hot to go outside, run errands at night. Are their stores open 24 hours, Roger, so you can do that? Seems like maybe they should be like Europe. They take siestas in the middle of the day, and they close the doors in the middle of the day. Big money daily level for XRP, 3.4481, and intraday, 2.9484. You know, in Europe, they have siestas in the middle of the day, especially in August. It's so hot and humid. All right, Doge. It looks like they are positioning on Doge. Their daily has changed 0.11913. Intraday is at 0.20102. So 0.20102. And for so long. No, they're not open 24 hours. They close at 10 p.m. Got it. I remember when I lived in Philly, I actually loved a lot of the grocery stores were open 24 hours a day. And I loved it because I would go shopping at like 4 a.m. and there was nobody there and they were restocking and it was the best, or 3 a.m. You know, it was the best thing ever. All right, daily point of control, 162.63, intraday, 164.17. All right. There we go. Beautiful. Hold on, I'm just checking. Active. So I need this to somewhat speed up there, babes. All right, that's not working. No big deal. I just updated the websites and they are not. I got to remember, August 6th is my day to update. All right, so we have our big money levels. Now let's set up the trades, right? So on a day trade, I'm checking out over here, we have seen buying wicks, even though we're up here, but they did sell at roughly the 115 mark. So for our intraday, I know, I taught you everything in English. Let's see. Earnings in French. Gain. Gain? Does that make sense? Earnings. How about earnings date? Great day, Lorenzo. Date de publication des résultats. That makes sense, right? Date of publishing of results. Makes perfect sense. Why didn't we get that? Okay. Let's put it here, 13,650. And $11,400. Oops, sorry, 114,400. Look at you guys keeping tabs. Love it. All right, 13,650 and 11,400. 114,400. Why do I keep saying 111 in my head? 113,650. You guys are funny. You're making me laugh. Ha ha ha. Great day, great day. All right, let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum, potential day trade. They've dropped it. How can you also tell that they've dropped it? Because my day trade level was, the bearish is now up above us. 650 only gives us 11. Let's go to 3. Let's see what the price is. 3661. Boom. Okay. And let's bring it down here. 3560. Well, if we put it here, 3593. Yeah, that gives you 13 points. All right, 13. Let's see. 3595. There we go. Perfect. 3595 and 3661. Hello, Vincenzo. Come stai? Do you speak Italian? Io parlo italiano anche molti anni. Après. See, I forget. It's been so many years. I lived in Italy 2000, after 25 years ago, 26 years ago, as I've been saying. All right, XRP levels 2.95 and 2.96. All right, le Doge la. Does it bother you when I say la, Julie? I do it now, and I'm joking around sometimes. I don't mean to make fun. All right, 0.262. All right, and we got this 0.198. All right, so Doge level 0.198 and 0.2026. So right now, Doge is the only one. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? I put the wrong number. 19913. 0.19913. There we go. So this is the only one that does not have the big money above it. And then Solana, they're positioning as well. So two positionings. We can bring this down here. 60. 164.60 or below 162.50. 162.20. 162.20 and 164.60. There we go. There are the crypto levels for today. We're also going to do the limit levels. Not that we're really going to need them, but we'll get that done. All right, let's see. There's so many bots still on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. All right, so let's bring this over here. Let's go here. Let's go here. 620, 627, 97, 560, 27, 220, 85, 441, 14. There we go. Oh, you know what I should totally do? Maybe it already exists. Maybe it already exists a website with I feel like a spreadsheet with the date of earnings for example, my head thinks in spreadsheets and statistics and probability and weighting of how much in earnings will affect the market index overall. So thinking of a spreadsheet of the dates of, say, the NASDAQ 100, Dow, for the dates of earnings, and then the percentage of how much. Ah, beautiful. I know a lot of people have moved to Miami. A lot of people have moved to Miami. All right. So now that we have our crypto section done, did I not post that for you guys? I did it and I didn't post it up here. I did the limits here for if we were to go crazy down today. Up, okay, they very rarely halt it to the upside. They want to continue to scream it higher. But to the downside, they do have volatility halts. These are the levels. It's also right here in this yellow and red, right? So I kept it the same, yellow and red, just a transfer of data on the spreadsheet. So you guys always have it right here. Halt 20% means closing of the market, except for if it happens after something like 3:28 in the afternoon. Announcements for today, going in on Wednesday, really not anything that's going to be anything super crazy. Also, let's check out our fear and greed today. Ooh, we might have an end of cycle move on stocks and crypto. Looks like they are, oops, you can see that. Crypto, they are happy. All right, continuation, maybe to the upside on crypto today. All right, we've got all that done. Let's go to our daily short volume levels. We have PLTR, nice short squeeze. I hope you all really profited. Oh, okay, you're not gonna steal my trades. It's all you, it's your trade. You are welcome to see my setups and trade them, but you can't really steal my trade. Yeah, for sure. So IonQ is earnings tomorrow. Keep that in mind. So with this right here, short volume on this side, basically it is going to tell you if you have a higher than 50% short volume, there's a chance for a short squeeze when it moves to the upside. So the out of the 5 that I've put here, the short squeeze potentials are going to be Shop, Ion Q, and HIMS today. So let's map out a trade for Shop after earnings. All right, so if the earnings is pre-market, as it is today, typically you're going to see that this daily POC will be like this. It'll be yellow because we don't have a clear defined point of control. It's happened today, and therefore the price action, there's not that much volume that's after it. So the price action, Lorenzo's saying, so lucky to have Shop and ANET in his portfolio. Shop-a-lab. So for today, we're pretty much clear of all of the Camarillas and the pivots. 70% of the volume came down to here. So I'm going to say you have to go below 139.50 before it's going to be a pretty good short. Otherwise, you're going to be battling the big money. All right. So below 139.50, you could scalp for sure if you want to. There's still a big move, but you're still going to be fighting a large percentage of the volume. The rest is up here, 149.39. So let's put it 150, round number. How many people are going to want to be selling at 150 from 127? 23 points. Probably a lot. A-Lab? I don't know A-Lab, but we can check it out. 139.50 and 150. There you go. See, point of control, 140.07. They've even moved that. It was down here. They popped it up to 147. You guys got to tell me when you see that. 147.89. All right, so they actually 85 since earnings. So they have traded more this morning at 147.85. And it was down here. So you want to make sure you heard scalp. That's right, Roger. Scalps on the short squeeze potentials. This is a weird song. What is this called? Happy Stars Align. That's a very weird song. Don't really like it. Okay, Ion Q for today. Earnings happening tonight, Wednesday the 6th, after hours. So that's why we have it in italics. It's going to be happening tonight. So big money level for today. We want to bring it up above 144.12. Bulk of the volumes between 44.08 and 43.43. We are below. I would love to leave it at 43, but there's a good chance that they are going to bring it down closer. They've already had a pretty massive short squeeze down. I'm going to leave it at 43. You could do 43.80, but then you're only getting 14 cents and 22 cents. Okay, we're going to have to do it. Let's do, if we do this, let's go 42.20. That's the next level. For nice potential. Otherwise, I wouldn't even really get into it because you're going to be wasting your time. Right? So above 44.12 or 42.20. You could set up alerts and go from there. All right, HIMS. Let's come on over here. 57.50 for potential long trade up to 58.11 and higher. Short trade. Let's go here, bring this up. Seems to just be dropping right there. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. 56.20. 56.20 and 57.50. So big money is below on these two. That's why you see it in green. MCD. McDo. Mickey D's. The golden arches are raking in the profits for people. Is it going to create an arch? Hopefully not. Typically not. Usually it will take about 3 days for that arch over effect. All right. Big money since earnings. Oh, I didn't even look at 307.50. So let's go 307.50. Right there. Or above 309.50. Price action's already up there. Let's go 310.50. Very nice. Congratulations. I wish you many profits. All right, so positioning, why? Because we just had earnings today. So that makes total sense. Let's go to ANET. Horizontal lines. 109.50. Where's my thing? Let's bring this to 132.50. That's the red one. Okay, let's bring it down. All right, so that means this one must be green, right? Let's put it 134. There you go, there you go. All right. All right, 131 and 134. Beautiful. Okay, so earnings happened, right? But you see it was up here. Oop. Hey, guess what, Jane? You got to change that. The earnings point of control has changed to 132.35. So that yellow line shows you, hey, this is where the big money was. Boom. They just moved it down here. All right. Let's go to SMCI earnings. Oh, yeah, yeah. $48. Where's my? Pull it up here just so I see it. All right. So 47.20 right there. Let's, if we put it 47 and 48. Oops, undo. There we go, 47.48. All right, so yellow in the middle, no surprise, just had earnings last night. You can see the path that earnings took. I feel like reading Rainbow when I do that. Was it reading Rainbow or Captain Kangaroo? Who remembers? All right, PLTR. So let's see. From yesterday, big money up here, then came back down. Maybe they're stocking back up again. It did hit the 161 exponential right here. If it breaches that, that would be a bigger indication to me. But it looks like maybe they purchased a lot, obviously, right at open yesterday, and now they're holding that 171.62 level. It's right here. Let's make that pink because I feel like it's a pink sort of earnings. 171. Where did I get 160.50? Huh. Oh, over there. I see 160.50 here. And then if we look at it from here, it says 171.62. Interesting, right? So you got to go in the short term, 171.62, because it was after hours. And so it's going to the bulk of the day. It wasn't reading Rainbow. It must have been Captain Kangaroo then, I think. I don't know. I never really watched it, but I remember the sound effect. So it was a good marketing tool for the sound effect. Did you know that Play-Doh was first advertised on Captain Kangaroo? He was the first affiliate marketer. All right, 171.60 and 173 for PLTR. So there you go. If it goes below 171.60, might be time to trim some profits. But as the saying goes, if something hits 80, it's 80% chance to hit 100. So we are very close to hitting 80, or 180. So then it would be an 80% chance to hit 200 from where we are. All right, let's go to Novo Nordisk. All right, and now I was mentioning it before. My website, where is it? Not here, but I am on Business First AM. But if you go to CarPay, C-A-R, backspace, get rid of all that junk, CarPeprofit.com, it'll bring you to my website now that it's updated. Took that long to update it, and then you can set up coaching, basic terminology video, and how to set all this stuff up on your chart for $11 right there. So check it out. I will put that carpprofit.com for more educational tools. There you go. All right, Novo Nordisk. Yep. Looks pretty nasty, right? We've got that heck of an H coming, right? Heck of an H. So, big money is between 45.40, so we got to go all 45.43, so we want to go all the way down below that. 45.40, or we have it 46.73 over here. So if we do 46.80, we've got 12 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 47.12 gives you 20 cents. So we got to say, I don't want you to get stuck in there. Let's get it up to here, 47.12. But honestly, it's looking more bearish, right? 45.40 and 47.12. However, they can manipulate the charts any way they want. All right, let's go back over here. NVIDIA, are we slowing down? If we just analyze from the top here, we have pretty much a sell-off, buy off of this one, retrace back. Oops, we came down, bought a little bit more. Okay, so we have a bit of descending right here, right? So we have a bit of a wedge. If we want to look at it like that, we have a bit of a wedge with this 15 EMA. So at this point, we'll say by Friday, we should have a definitive move on NVIDIA, in my opinion. Is this just consolidation to take it higher? Maybe. Going into what did I also say about the 80 mark, right? If it hits 80% chance, it'll hit that next round number. So this could be that consolidation, much like what we're seeing on PLTR, with a sideways sort of price action in this zone until we have a breakout. All right. Go here, 177.20 gives you 26 cents. Let's do 177.50, round number, 36 cents, or below 175.80. If you go below 175.80, then next stop, potentially 175, and then on down to 174.08. Let's go to Tesla. They have moved their point of control down. As they move down, tends to be in between these two downward trend lines, but it sort of stalled right here along the 200. So next target would be 161, 307.10, and then 302.20. If 302.20 breaks, I would look at that 300 mark, and then down, boom, maybe 292. This is heavy metal. I'm not really a heavy metal person. 309.60 for the upside. I find heavy metals very angry. It doesn't mesh with me. All right, 307.80. And I love it when you guys check, because then I don't feel so lonely just talking to the screen. Look at how many yellows we have there. Looks like a lot of positioning, huh? A lot of positioning over here. Let's go to the indexes. Whoop, rewind. Let's go to VXX. Let's check out those levels. All right, I said, hey, as long as we stay below here, bullish on the market. Yep, VXX, bullish on the market. UVXY, bullish on the market. UVIX, bullish on the market. We are below, these are inverse indicators, so as long as it's going lower, if they're going lower, the stock market is going higher. So as we see this come down, good for the bulls. If we see it go up, good for the bears. Right now, it's looking bullish. Dow, let's do the Dow. All right, Dow, we keep, let's see, 443.42, 444.02, 444.10. We are below all three. However, we are in the testing zone. Remember I said they can be greedy, take it lower, buy a lot down here, and then potentially skyrocket it. We also have the economist cover, pull it back and slingshot it forward. So I think we're sort of in that pullback, getting ready for slingshot move. Based off of the crazy volume on VXX and all of those, let's do this at 442.18. Let's advance that. I don't like that shredded up song. What is this? It's a little 2. Let's see. I don't know how I got to this, but let's see what this is. All right, this is better. 443.60 and 442.18. All right, let's go to the Russell. So the Russell, ooh, we're below and getting closer. Did they move them at all? So 222.92, nope. 223.52, nope. 209, still down there. All right, so let's bring these here so I can see them. There we go. All right, so bulk of the volume today between 221.11 and 221.99. So let's put this 222, 222, or 222 Tango. That was a restaurant. I don't remember what city. I think Philly. And 221. All right, the Qs. We pulled it back to that, 33 exponential. Remember, they hit the 33 exponential right here. VIX, UVXY was at 33. So it's always fun to see that moving average acts as support and a bounce zone. Also, if you ever look at the 33 on the 33, many times it comes down for that reversal. Let's look at a SPY. You see, it comes down almost. Look at that, 12.5 million right there. All right, let's bring it back. Side note on the 33 exponential moving average. You might want to put it on your chart. Sometimes it acts as a reversal point. And if you didn't have it there, you might go, why on earth did it stop? Well, besides this over here, it's also that it works. It just works. 562.20. Or below over here, let's put it 560.50. All right, 560.50 and 562.20. So over here, it's 553.79. It's interesting. I don't know why it readjusts like that, but you can see it went from 556 to right over here, 561.87. So it's interesting. I'm not sure how it does that. I'd have to ask them. Ask Tradingview peeps. But in any event, let's also go to the SPY over here. It's interesting to see it pop up. It's not anywhere on, it's over here. See, 623.97. So we're still clearly above it. All right, let's bring it over here. Bulk of the volume between 627.50 today. Oh, that still has last night's. There we go. Let's readjust that for a second. All right. Bulk of 630 and 628.48. All right. 628.48 and 630. All right. Do you have any questions for me? Before we call it a day, let me know. Otherwise, it looks like the market is still fairly bullish based off of UVXY, VIX, and UVIX. Right now, we're seeing a bit of a pullback on the Dow and the Russell, getting ready to fall probably. You know what? I'm not sure on that, Roger. I'm really not sure on that. Right now we're above, so we got to be bullish. right? On the most part, we got to be bullish. 30 stocks with the Dow, more easily manipulated, right? This is only 30 stocks, 2,000, 100, and 500. So this one, we're starting to see, we're still above 2 out of 3. When you're flying and you get 3 green, you're good, right? But if it starts to go wonky, it's a caution, and you got to readjust your positioning, literally on an ILS approach, an instrument approach. So these are our instruments for trading as a pilot. So if we're above, say, the past 3 earnings quarters, then it's looking pretty good. 3 green or 3 red, forget it. Like, you're either going high, you're good, or you're going down, right? So you got to reposition when it's sort of caution on that note. All right. Hope you have an amazing trading day. Carpe profit, seize those profits, one trade at a time. Make sure you capture the upward move. Go with the big guys when they're going long. Go with them when they're going short. Until tomorrow, have an amazing trading day. Carpe profit. Don't just have a good day, have a great day. And I will be off on Friday. Have a family appointment to take care of.